Illa cops, illa cops. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they delete you? Illa cops, illa cops. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Look, today, your buddy C. Trey, I'm gonna talk about how police make money off handcuffing citizens. So when police go back to do reports, many of them fill out paperwork. How that paperwork is submitted and goes through the process, many police chiefs do not discuss with officers what happens on the FBI side. So when these things go through the process, what you got to understand is that crime statistics are judged on 911 calls and handcuff arrests. Now, I've had people argue this with me. They'll say, no, no, no. I work it as a lawyer and did it. No, 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 no. I'm talking about FBI and state information you may not be aware of. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about conspiracy theory. I'm talking about when I got exposed to GBI and they told me verbatim how this works, even I was astonished. And when I have discussed this with officers, even officers don't know. So let's be clear, and you can go look it up. FBI statistics are judged not on convictions. That's not what FBI stats are judged on. It's not about convictions. It's about accusations. 911 calls, arrests. You can be arrested for something and not convicted for it. You can be arrested for something and not convicted for it. If you find any of this information good and you want to donate to C. Trey, because man, you've never heard this level of conversation before, you can do the honorable thing by leaving a comment in the comment section. It triggers the algorithm. It makes the algorithm push my videos to the top of the food chain. Comments, comments, comments. Like to get like 100, 300 comments would be great. Also, if you like to, well, let me put up my comment. Note, comments, comments, comments. Do those comments for me, man. Also, if you would like to donate to C. Trey, you can do that directly through Cash App. King of Classy is the Cash App. You can also make sure that you can also make sure that you email me, C. Trey or research your opinions at gmail.com. Make sure you contact me, man. Reach out. Let's chop it up, that type of thing. But even if you do none of that, comments, 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 man. Can't say this enough. I need those comments. Comments in the comment section. All right. If you want to be on our email list, make sure that you connect with us, because things are rapidly changing. And what we got to do is have you part of our email list, because YouTube is steadily tripping. You know, they don't like certain things. They get angry at certain things. Even if you sit in your car now, they'll try to say that's some reason for them to delete your channel. It's really crazy at this point. You know, you don't know what they be talking about now. So once again, make sure that if you want to connect, you email us, research your opinions at gmail.com. Use that Cash App King of Classy if you find the information is something you never heard before. But let's get back to this, man. Illa cops, what you want to do? Now, this was an actual guy who was shopping in Walmart to buy a BB gun for his recently born son. And he's in a Walmart. He's not outside. He's in a Walmart. And He's talking on the phone to his baby mother, fiance actually, and some white guy sees him down this aisle where there's nobody down the aisle. This was an actual case, actual thing that happened. And the 911 person fabricated information to the 911 person as a joke, talking about he's in there with a gun and people are running, and it was just all a lie. Now, this white guy never got charged for lying to the 911. Never got charged. But what it triggered was officers coming into the place with their guns drawn, creeping up behind this black guy who's still in the aisle talking on the phone to his girl with his back turned. With his back turned. And they're at a big distance yelling stuff. And he doesn't hear him. He's on the phone, still got his back turned, but he's holding that BB gun down at his waist. Now, mind you, nobody else is on the aisle. Nobody else is on the aisle. And the aisle is a U. It's like it goes through, makes the left, and then goes around to the other side. They just shot this guy in the back. You know, they just shot because in their minds, he was a gun-toting. And like I said, America's very racial. You know, the officer didn't get penalized. The 911 person didn't get penalized. And this black guy is dead for shopping. And shot this guy in the back like a coward. You know, mind you, it's the gun's not pointed. And this was a real thing. The gun's not pointed. It's down by his side. He's on the phone. But because he doesn't hear them, and they're quite a distance away from him, and when you look at the actual video, they shoot him in the back. Serious business. This is something that actually happened. So, you know, it's, you know, they like hunting bad cops, bad cops. So let's get into this, man. We're going to break down this video of how they make money. Okay. I've been on Blue Lives Matter shows. It's called citizen engagement. And these are money crimes. Money crimes are more important to a police chief than real crimes. Money crimes, because City Hall forces the police chief to do certain things. Unless you have a citizen board that stops City Hall from trying to manipulate the police chief. Like I said, you got to understand how this stuff works. Don't just stand on the outside and say this ain't right, yada yada yada. A lot of it ain't right. I agree, but you got to understand how it works so you can dig into the detail, so you can really speak to power in the correct way. So let me also say this. The biggest problem with all of this, silent black cops are the biggest problem with all this. But you have to support these black cops when they speak up. You have to form political citizen groups to protect the black officers who do speak up, because officers hunt small fish. Officers do not really like investigating. Takes too much time. And what does the police chief always say? Too much resources. I don't have the money to go on in this investigation. Officers like quick conclusions, even if it's the wrong conclusion. They like quick answers, even if it's the wrong answer. You see it all the time, whether in real life or not in real life. You see it. Officers want to come to a quick, fast solution because their police chiefs want it. Not the officers themselves. The officers themselves want to do the work. They want to investigate. They want to talk to people. But the police chiefs, they want quick answers. And the people above the police chief, they want quick conclusions. And that forces the officer to have to come to quick conclusions. That's why we have so many black men being set free now. Now that evidence shows that they was never at the scene, or and you just think about these people destroy lives. But the solution that C. Trey always says is write a ticket, have the citizen go to court like we used to in the 80s. Stop just trying to arrest everybody. Write a ticket. I I don't mind showing you the ID if you're gonna write me a ticket and let me go. Let me go talk to the judge. It's we've turned this into a arrest people first situation because of what Clinton and Reagan created, jail expansion. And now we got to feed that money monster. The guy goes into jail for jaywalking and he has to fight inside a jail. And now he got a new case. Now he's a criminal. Now he can't get a job because he had to defend himself on the situation that you, the officer, put him into. It's real evil. Jail expansion is an evil thing because it takes away the ability to talk directly to a judge. It puts you in jail first, and the jail makes $175 a day while you sit in there. Mind you, you're not convicted. And if you can't make bail, you sit in there longer to your actual court date to see the judge. All they had to do was write a ticket, and then you can come 2-3 weeks a month later and see the judge. But they rather hold you to make profit. Now you see why they don't have time to go get the person who just robbed Walgreens. Now you see why they don't have time to go after the person who broke into your car. They're going after money crimes. Why is it driving with no insurance is more important to a police officer than the person who broke into your car? Because driving with no insurance gets City Hall 3 streams of money. The person that robbed your car takes too much money to find that person. And then once they find that person, they don't get a lot of money from holding that person in jail like they do the guy with the no insurance. Think about it. Think about it. Hey, look, I'll challenge any of you on these facts. These are what the facts are. Ever since Clinton's version of jail expansion exploded, Reagan did the first jail expansion. Clinton did the one that exploded. So you got to understand what it really is. So let's talk about this new case. Killer cops, killer cops. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they comes delete you? Killer cops. What you gonna do when they shoot you in the back and delete you? Cops making money, one handcuff at a time. Writing a ticket is too much work. So we are going to discuss this case today, and I want you to really get it a good understanding of why this stuff happens over and over and over and over again. So this case comes from our good buddy Here's the Deal. Check out his channel. Young man and his mom run out of gas. Listen to it. Young man and his mom run out of gas. So the young mother and his mom run out of gas, and the officers feel, I gotta bully this person. I have to treat this person with disrespect so I can get some citizen engagement dollars from my police chief. Here's why that is. Police want you to bring in cases to justify your paycheck. Let me say it here. Police chiefs want you to bring in cases to justify your paycheck. You cannot just walk around for 2 weeks and not have responded to no 911 calls, no write up, no reports. They're not happening. So if you got 2 weeks where ain't nothing really happening, now you got to go out and fabricate cases. That's what happens. That's exactly what happens. You go, the only way you cannot have police engagement is when you're from a smaller town. Smaller towns have what? Smaller budgets. Smaller budgets is not a monster you have to feed. Smaller towns don't have jail expansion. These metro places do. Metro places have a contract that states we guarantee to feed you our citizens to hold. It says specifically, we guarantee occupancy. Translation for all you people from the streets, from the hood, we guarantee to feed you our citizens so that your Wall Street jail facility can make profit. Stop me when I'm lying. This is what the problem is. Make comments in the comment section if you disagree. I would love to have discussions with you on it. Have the courage to tell me why you disagree so I can highlight your comments in my next police revenue video. A lot of you guys don't want to have a fair discussion. You need to stop. You can't shut up. Stop telling the people the truth. That's what it comes down to. It's not like people are disagreeing with the actual information. It's like people are providing better discussions. No, but let's dig into this.
Sir, he's my.
So the mother is videotaping. Shout out to her, sister. The son should have been videotaping also. Don't get angry. Videotape these guys. Videotape these guys. Be the victim. I want you to be the victim. Be the victim. Hey, look, officer, I'm scared of you. This goes a long way in court with the judge. I'm scared of you. I've seen you guys kill people. Say this stuff while on video. And I think I watched this C. Trey video, and I strongly believe that you are just harassing me to get money for City Hall. Say it. Say it. Because here's what happens a lot of times. All this harassment leads to judges dropping the case. But they still made money off holding you. So here's the argument. This car, when you look at it, where it sits, is across the line. That's what this whole argument is about. But here's the funny thing when it comes to law. If that car is at a plaza, if that car is at a non-city controlled area, the people on the property have to call the cops over to the property. A lot of people don't even know that. The officer just can't drive on to the Walmart plaza and write out a ticket because those lines that they put there are not city lines. They were put there by the person who owns the property. And only they can really invite an officer over. So we know this to be true because many times they will change those lines when they repave that private area. and the lines many times will disappear and change. I've seen people win cases say, hey, look, that line isn't even there no more. It was fictional to begin with. And these cases get dropped. But let's dig into this. The guy ran out of gas. He's simply trying to push it into a parked location. But let's look at it.
I said
in a fire zone.
So now the officer, because he has no real crime to go look for, the officer is saying your car is in a fire zone. Instantly, the son should have pulled out his cell phone and started taping. My first question would have been, officer, did somebody call you over here? Because I want the officer to admit, no, I just saw it. So you just saw it and you came over here. I'm telling you, my reason is I'm out of gas. Now watch this.
I'm trying to.
Oh yeah, but his car is out of gas.
You're gonna lose your badge.
Young dudes got to stop getting angry and start getting strategic. I want you to be more intellectual on how you deal with city officials, because city officials can fabricate anything for 72 hours. You have 72 hours to hold anybody for any fabricated reason. Okay, I saw you peeing on the tree. Doesn't matter if it's true. The officer can make $175 a day holding you. Voila, they have $400+ off a fabricated case. Stop telling people they're going to lose their job, because they're not. They're bringing in money for the city, and then the city gives them a paycheck for bringing in money. That's what it's all about.
I would lose my badge for you if I did what you did. Don't give him any info. You don't have to.
When you get too angry, as I used to be angry, dude, it's a point of powerlessness. You know you're being victimized, but you're not lawyer tight or money tight. You're just angry. I get it. Totally get it. Now, when I look at this road, it does not look like they're on a street. It looks like they're at a university or some type of complex. He may be coming there to visit his mom at a senior citizen home. This does not look like a regular road.
Don't give him any info. Don't give him ID. Don't give him any information. You don't have to.
Know, if we don't get his information, his name and date of birth, we're going to have to take him to jail.
So the reason officers want your info, it used to be so they can just write you a ticket, which should be the situation here. Okay. But that's not what officers have been doing since 1995, since Clinton changed the law. Officers use your ID to find a reason to put you in jail. That's why they really want your ID. And two things happen when they put you in jail. They had to change the law. Obama forced them to change the law. This is another thing Obama did to help Black people. It used to be that when they arrested you or ran your name through the system, and it's an FBI system that these police officers use. Many people use the GBI system, but when they run your name through the system, what used to happen before Obama, they used to blast you as being arrested all over the internet. They had to create a law in Congress to stop people from doing that. And that used to block people from getting jobs. That's a real thing. So he wants his ID. There's nothing you can really do. Give them your ID. Okay? Because again, they can fabricate and arrest you for anything. But right now, he's trying to find something to charge you on.
He didn't do anything to go jail. What did he do?
Without cops, who would violate your rights and take you to the ground instead of lending a helping hand?
So this is the host over there at here's the deal. Cops used to be just, hey, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna really try to push you out the way. No, cops want that revenue so they can get their check. Arresting you, even though they know you're going to get out, towing your car, all that stuff, that's money crimes. There's somebody breaking into a Walmart right now, and they're dealing with this. There's some homeless person stealing your bicycle out of your backyard, and they're dealing with this. There's they know where the crime is at, but this is more important because it's a money crime. All ordinances are money crimes for City Hall. Leave a comment in the comment section if you think that I'm joking. Leave a comment in the comment section if you strongly disagree with what I'm saying. Like I said, I love comments. I'll highlight your comment here. Guess what? A lot of people don't want to leave comments because they don't want to deal with the fact that, hey, look, what Cele is saying is very true. That's really how it goes down. But like I said, hey, you disagree? Leave a comment. Love to see your comments. Love to hear it. All for it. But let's get back to
Run out of gas.
What did he do? He just parked because he's out of gas.
Back up. Back up.
What did he do? Did he do anything wrong?
I'm
Told
black.
you already.
That's not violation. He almost
3 officers arresting a guy who ran out of gas for a fire lane charge. Let that sink through your head.
You see?
There's nobody on there. There's nobody out here, but arresting him seems so important to these 3 bullies.
I have few details about this video, but apparently, according to the cops and the victim, this young man ran out of gas and
Look where he's at.
happened to be.
Is this a busy road? Is this a road at all? This looks like it's some type of retirement home community or something like that.
Blocking a fire lane.
So they're saying he's blocking a fire lane. Is there a fire in progress? 3 cops.
The cops decided that instead of helping somebody in their time of need, they
Simply could have pushed him out the way. But you know what they really want? They want to tow his car, forcing him to have to pay the city to get it out. Because, you know, you got to go to the city, get a city release, got to pay for that. And then you got to go to the junkyard and pay them to release it. And they make 175 days holding this guy until he's able to bail out or until he sees a judge. Now, mind you, if he can't bail out and he has to see a judge and he's like, well, I'm not guilty. Well, the judge might reset his case for another 2-3 months and he has to sit in jail that whole time. But meanwhile, his car is at the junkyard collecting interest and late fees for a car he never wanted.
go ahead and
for a car he never wanted to get towed over there. Then if you go see the judge and he says, I'm not guilty, Your Honor, and the judge drops the case, look at all that money they made off this guy. It's pain. 3 months in jail, never convicted. Notice, never convicted, just held in jail because he was too poor to bail out. Held. It's not convicted. He's just held in jail. Now he has to get his car out, and his car is might be more in late fees than it was originally worth it. He's a young man. He, barely making it. Car ran out of gas. He's trying to see his mom. Now his cars get sold and the city makes profit off that. Like I said, people hate to hear me explain this stuff, but this is real. This is how police make money off handcuffing citizens, using the Clinton-Reagan law for revenue. It's all ordinance money.
Turn off their critical thinking, their common sense, and press.
Well, here's the deal. It's not about critical thinking. This is the process they do to verify they check. They're going to get paid off all this.
Press him for his ID in violation of the Fourth Amendment right to be secure in your person.
Okay, well, I know I can do.
This is fire lane or not. That back tire is less than 6 feet away from being clear of that fire lane. And the fire lane simply looks like it's out in some cul-de-sac community. But like I said, notice how they haven't pushed the car out the way. They want to tow it.
He just got out of gas, sir. He's my son.
Well, let me tell you what's going on.
Hey,
Stalkers, y'all are harassers, y'all are stalkers.
hey, that.
Stay away from me right now.
Hold on.
You see, she's trying to control her son, but he's really in the right. The son is really in the right. This is some man-on-man bullying.
Right.
Hold on.
Parked in a fire zone, it's against the law.
I'm trying to.
Oh yeah, but he's
He said, you're parked in a fire zone. It's against the law. The guy just ran out of gas. You know this is going to get thrown out of a judge, right? Because he's not parked. The circumstances, he's telling you he's trying to push his car out of the lane. You're stopping him from doing that. He's trying to push his car out of the lane. You're stopping him from doing that because you have decided he's parked. You won't let him complete the pushing of his car. It's crazy. Anything for money. This is how handcuffing citizens makes money for these officers.
car is out of gas.
Moving my car. Now go.
He keeps saying, I'm moving my car. Now go away. The officer keeps saying, you're parked. He said, I'm moving my car. Now go away. The officer keeps saying, you're parked. There's no fire engine coming through at this time. This officer is fabricating a case where there is no case. He's telling you he's moving the car.
Away. You don't need my ID. I know my rights. I can take your bag.
He just got out
Take
of
your
gas.
bags. Really, I can.
Why you trying to
If I
tease
try to
him?
do what you
He's-
did, you're gonna lose your bag. I would lose my.
So you got to have money to fight City Hall. Remember, City Hall, even if you're right, young man, City Hall is not going to take their badge. What they're going to do is give you an offer. They're going to offer you a couple of $1,000s to go away. That's what's going to happen. And the officers know that, sir. They know that.
Badge for you if I did what you did.
Okay.
I would lose my badge. if I
Please,
did
he's
what you
out
did.
of gas.
Stay away from my mom.
I'm helping.
So the mom feels powerless. You know, these mothers sometimes feel like, you know, all you got to do is, you know, just listen to the police. These officers are bullies. They go after small fish. They don't want to get the guy that's shipping drugs into the country. They don't want to get the Wall Street guy that's stealing money from some little old family. They don't want to go and get the person who's stealing in cars 2 a.m. in the morning. They don't want to do none of this real work. They want to go after small fish.
You to get him out.
Stay away from my mom.
Listen.
If you don't go away right now, both of you police officers.
Yeah, he can't because he's out of gas.
Okay.
It's happened to everyone.
He's out of gas, but not to the bully officer. The bully officer sees him as revenue. I get to tell my police chief I got this case for resisting arrest. Y'all don't get it. You got to start learning how it works.
Y'all are stalkers. Stay
I can show you my driver license. He just.
Stay away from me.
What did he do? What did he do? Did he kill someone? Did he do any crime?
Harassing me. I know you people are.
Mother asks, did he do any crime? He said, officer replies, it's a violation. Violation means ordinance, money crime. Anytime you hear the word ordinance, it's a money crime.
Have been stalking me, watching me, and harassing me this whole time.
Did he do anything bad? Did he kill
Stay
anyone?
away from me right
He just
now.
got out of gas. He's trying to move now.
Even the mother tells the officer he's ran out of gas, he's trying to move. But then the young man, even though he shouldn't be this angry, I know it's frustrating because he's in a powerless position. He says, you guys have been harassing me and following me, so they've been doing this for a minute.
They've been watching me in secret before this. They've been stalking me. They've been harassing me this
Please.
whole time. I'm going to report them. These police officers are.
Why? What did he do? He just got out of gas.
And they're still around me. I'm telling them, go away, and they won't go away. These police officers.
So let's skip ahead a little bit and see how much of this comes out.
Are pedophiles. I'm trying to move my car.
These cops are clearly not.
I'm trying to move my car right out of gas.
You're in violation of Texas Transportation Code.
No, I'm not. I ran out
What
of gas.
kind of violation? He's out of gas.
I'm trying to move my car. You racist.
He said, you're in violation, and the guy said, I'm trying to move my car, and you're stopping me. How can a person be in violation when you're stopping them from doing what you're claiming they're doing? They're trying not to be in violation, and you're stopping them? Like I said, this could be solved by just writing a ticket, but no. They want more.
Take your badges. If I was the sheriff, I'd take both y'all's badges.
To go jail. What did he do?
The judge.
Nothing.
Stand up.
Yeah, Alexis, you should understand.
We tried to understand. All we need
So
is
he just,
information.
he's under probation. He doesn't want any ticket. He's trying to do his best.
Too late.
What does that mean too late? What did he do?
Who didn't?
See? They want an easy conclusion, and they want to go after small fish, not real crimes.
Failed to identify and he fled.
I don't have to.
He fled. He was walking away.
Please, this boy, something happened to him. I go anywhere.
We tried to get your.
I go anywhere. I asked. Okay, I'm going to give you his information
It's
now.
too late. We tried to get that from you earlier, and you wouldn't give it to us.
Because he's not under 18.
Well, then you made a bad choice.
What does that mean?
That means you should have given us his
What did he do?
Like, you know, and see, this is an immigrant lady, and she's just learning how this America works. You know, it's just, this is what they enjoy doing now. It's, you know, they're gonna go and laugh about this, how they ruined some young guy and towed his car. It's funny to them.
What? Tell me what is. What that means? I'll give you his information. Okay.
Nah, they don't even, they never wanted it anyway. Now they're gonna fingerprint him and get it, but it's just all about money. That's what it's all about.
He'll be going to a little bit helpful. We wouldn't be going this route.
The judge is dismissing.
That's all that's going to happen. The judge is just going to dismiss the case because what they want to do is get revenue. I keep telling everybody, this is just revenue chasing. You know, ever since Clinton did this law change, this is how it's been. But check out No Deal's video, man. I just want to give you guys this review. It's how police make money off handcuffing citizens, ordinance money. So we'll talk to you soon, man. And remember, man, if you guys want to donate to the channel, you can do that. Remember, that is here. Or if you guys want to make comments, make sure you make comments below. Love to hear all disagreements. And let's rock, man. Let's talk about it. Peace.